So here's my setup this time. There's a breeze and the sun is really hot. And I thought, oh, well, the campsite's near the water, so I'll be able to go down and get water out of the lake. But, not exactly. And now I understand why they said no cliff diving. That's kind of a drag. Good morning. I've had a great night's sleep and have separated my tent from the bullfrog, and I'm getting ready to go see a big pink granite dome. Enchanted Rock, it's called. It's near Fredericksburg, Texas. And on the way back, I may drive through Fredericksburg and, well, best laid plans. Do you see up there all those teeny little dots going up the mountain? The park is full. I drove all the way here and I can't get in. I think this is a little weird, but I'm not familiar with Texas customs. I'm in Fredericksburg, and there is just a mob scene of people walking the streets. When I asked what the occasion was, they said it was spring break. I see these girls up in front of me dressed to the nines with their cowboy boots and stuff. I'm not really sure. This is just their spring break tradition. For Pacific Wars, which is not a national park exactly thing, out back they have this Japanese garden. It is the Garden of Peace. So it looks like their little stream is kind of dried up. Since I did the Japanese garden in the Botanical Garden in San Antonio, I thought it would be nice to walk through this Japanese iris. There's a building. Oh. I guess these are all the people that died in this war. It just goes on and on and on and on. Oh wow, this is kind of cool. Talked to the guy at the gate, and the reason that this museum is in the middle of Texas is because this is where Admiral Nimitz lived and grew up. And the hotel on the corner is actually where he lived. So they have got this huge museum here. Man, it is a huge thing. Not being a war-loving person doesn't really excite me, but I'm here.
Some of y'all is this shale, really shelf-like stuff. So as the water goes down, it's going to go over the shale and erode it for the original learners out there. Some other formations that we have here, and then this is the grotto. It's going to be the existing stalactites because they kind of look like witch figures. A lot of like formations are very obvious and on the nose, as you'll learn. Then we have these columns here. These are a mix of rock and petrified ferns and roots. They look like they're supporting this place, but it's actually mostly just the limestone itself and the shale. So yeah, eventually all this will collapse. So like I said, not today. Then over here.
There's a hole in the ceiling up there, and at solar noon it shines on the date on the floor here. Where is our and right now
Oh yeah, there's the sunspot right there.
yeah, so there's the sunspot, and I'm not hanging around long enough to see it get all the way over here to March 15th. too big to take a picture of. This is all granite from the same mound of enchanted rock. I'm going to watch that come out in a little bit. Cute. Stayed for the past couple of nights. My friend Carol and her husband Don, who is the sister of my best friend, and they have the fancy toilet and refrigerator that greets you in Japanese, saying just oddball things every time you open the door. This is how the bathroom greets you. When you sit down and when you get done, you get cleaned off. And after you wash, after I was here for several days, I realized that there was a remote control. You could pick front, rear, and dryer. I was doing it from over here and not having exactly perfect success because it didn't have an off button, and I was wondering, when is it going to stop? I love this architecture. So different from the eastern part of the state. All these houses are so unique and cool. Anyway, I am off to see the mammoth in Waco. Apparently, there is a mammoth in Waco.